We're standing here on a habitat known as the Xeric sandhill scrub. Xeric is just a fancy X word that means dry. It's dry habitat, desert-like habitat. These relic sands that are here forming dunes are old relic sand dunes from a period when the ocean once covered this part of the park and even much of eastern North Carolina. These xeric soils are very dry, very hot during the summertime. Actually, a lot of these plant species have learned adaptations through the years and have adapted to living literally in a desert environment. On the Xeric sandhill scrub, you're still going to find this area dominated by trees like longleaf pine, turkey oak, also even other scrub oaks, sometimes blackjack oak in different habitats as well. The turkey oak has adapted to turn its leaves perpendicular to the sand, so that way it doesn't get reflection back up of sunlight. Natural fires that would come through these areas, this is a dry habitat that would maybe burn every 2 or 3 years. The fire helped keep the turkey oaks very scrubby, very small, and that's why you sometimes hear the term scrub oak, is because they are stunted. Back behind me you see different species of lichen. So we have the oak toad lichen and the reindeer lichen, which is famous for growing on poor soil conditions. This plant grows down here in southeastern North Carolina, but you can find it above the Arctic Circle even. Any of these lichens, it's a symbiotic relationship between an algae and a fungus is actually what creates a lichen, or what makes up a lichen. We also have other plants called sand spike moss that you see around in these poor habitats, and even fungi like earth stars. Earth star actually has points to it as it unfolds. It is a puffball type fungus. So tiny water droplets, rainfall, will actually hit the surface of this spherical ball and the tiny spores actually pop out, and that's how it repopulates the area. In a desert environment, most people think of seeing cacti, and here at Carolina Beach State Park, that's no different. We actually have the native prickly pear cactus that is often found on these dry xeric sandhill landscapes. Prickly pear cactus does have a beautiful yellow flower that blooms in early summertime. It does have a fleshy pad. A lot of folks will see that and think it's an invasive species, but it actually is native to our park and native to many of the southern states. You do find white-tailed deer that come through these areas. They do browse on the turkey oaks and also eat the acorns that are formed by turkey oaks. Eastern fox squirrel is a very cool mammal that is seen in the park here. They do spend some time in trees. Most of their time is going to be on the ground though. They like to see if predators are coming around. They like to eat the large longleaf pine cones. They shred those down and literally eat the seeds from inside. Often when you're walking through this habitat in the state park, you see the 6-line race runner. Race runner is perfect name for this lizard. It's a lizard species that lives on these hot sands, and you'll see them dart across the trail, dart across these dune environments. Very cool lizard that catches all kinds of small insects here on the Xeric sandhill scrub. We also see various snake species that you'll encounter on occasion in the sandy areas. You'll see eastern coachwhip snake. They love dry habitats. They're one of our longer snakes. Pygmy rattlesnakes are sometimes found right here in our area in the state park, and also the southern hognose snake. Those are some of the main reptiles and amphibians that are going to live in this habitat. Again, desert-like habitat. Everything that lives here has to be adapted to live in the heat, to live in the dry condition, to live in this kind of habitat.